first things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
I can't believe you get paid to do this.
Neither can we. Neither can we. They don't know we do it for free, but don't tell them.
Well, not a word, not a word. Watching it, it was so. I started watching it, taking notes, trying to note down all the glorious Easter eggs, and then I thought, this is. I'm not going to enjoy the show if I'm just noting down all the Easter eggs. So when you sit down and come to this, the second adventure, and start planning it and plotting it and taking the story forward, how baked in are those little moments into the plot and the story, or is it very organic as you get going?
I think that you kind of have to start with what is the best way to tell this story, and then think about, okay, what characters really facilitate that, And so for instance, we knew we wanted to do something with Luke and Leia that was emotional, and then we thought to ourselves, well, what can we do in this show that we couldn't do in a different format? And we said, oh, well, one thing that we can do with this setup is we can have them be with their mom and dad, something we've never seen before. And so that said, oh, well, then where is Padme? We didn't see her in the first set of episodes. What is she up to? And that's where Pirate Queen Amidala came from. And so that was a very organic way of doing it. Then there were the other way of doing it is going, okay, they, for whatever reason, are letting us do another set of these. So how can we push the envelope for fans who have been fans for a long time? And that's where things like Jackson came from, Darth Revan, Cal Kestis, bringing Ashley back as Ahsoka, which was really important to us. So that the other way to do it was going, okay, what are the characters that we love, that we haven't played with, and maybe are going to surprise some people. And then as for the Easter eggs.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was an iterative process. Like every step of the way, more Easter eggs would come in as we would get deeper into it. At first in the script, we would put some in, then we'd start animating it. Our director would put some in. The animators individually would come up with ideas and put those in. Like we just kept layering things in like over and over, and then it gets to things where it's like, yeah, like I don't envy anyone trying to take notes while watching it and write everything down, because there are Easter eggs that we still
don't know about.
Like we picked up on it. It's like, wait, what was that? And it's like, oh yeah, the animator put that in. It's like amazing, because sort of our philosophy and our director Chris, his philosophy, like it's a very collaborative thing of like we're all playing Lego Star Wars together.
In that fourth episode, one of the goals was, we said, what is the maximum amount of references to every show or movie that's ever existed that we can work in?
Yeah,
and we didn't totally succeed on getting everything, but we got pretty darn close.
Yeah, that was as big as I think our animators like system could even render, the amount of the Lego pieces we had at the end there.
I noticed Ahsoka being a brickhead Ahsoka, which I thought was such a clever, because you've got all these different realms of Lego coming together. Was that an idea that you guys came up with? How involved are Lego? Do they sort of suggest things? Where does this all come together?
That came from us. I'm a huge Lego fan. And when we had this idea for what this second series would be, it was really exploring weirder corners of the fandom and things we haven't seen before, like the giant Chewbacca and the brick built characters. And one of the areas is just like brick heads. We have not seen those come to life in Lego animation before, and it's such an iconic thing. And Ahsoka, we wanted to figure out a way to do no matter what, because she's such an awesome character and Ashley's amazing, but and then I sort of remember, like the brickhead of Ahsoka was like, it was a fan vote back in the day, and like they picked for it to be, so it was really just like, that's got to be our brickhead character. Like it's the one that comes from the fandom. And so yeah, it was a really, it was our idea, and thankfully Lego and Lucasfilm, they understood what we were wanting. Like we were worried that they were going to say no, because we haven't seen a minifig and a brickhead interact with each other. Like, what does that even mean?
And that also required figuring out how to animate her. How does she move? How do you keep the fidelity of the brickhead itself?
This one, I'm missing the mouth right now because I modified this to like figure out how to make it talk. Like I made all these little demo videos that I would send to the director and to Lucasfilm and Lego to be like, see, look, we can do this. We can do this.
So I think that one of the things that's great about a sequel, but that's also challenging about a sequel, is you say, what are the areas in which we can top ourselves, or what are the areas in which we can surprise people? And so I think we felt like bringing in different kinds of Lego was a really surprising thing that people would hopefully get excited about.
People are going to be really excited about it. We loved it. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the third one.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
so much,
much.
Mark. Appreciate it.